Call First Republic at 718-380-0006 and eliminate the middleman.
David, say hello to Alfred.
Hi, Alfred. How are you?
Oh, good, Dave. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thanks. And yourself?
Oh, not too bad.
Alfred, I am seeing here that you did a transaction with First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Can you tell us what that was all about, Alfred, and how it went?
Yeah. I own a property here in Jamaica, Queens, and I refinanced. I took equity money in order to do some investing, and it worked out pretty good. I was successful at the refinance, and I'm happy with the results.
Great, great. David, pop in here. Give me more information for Alfred.
Well, Alfred was looking to do he had some equity that he was sitting on in his house.
Yes.
And he didn't know what to do with it. But he's a businessman. He wants to know that the money is making money.
Of course.
That's what he wants.
Uh-huh.
He's going to be our next millionaire.
Ooh.
Is that so, Alfred?
Well, maybe half a million in a little while.
Okay. So he came to me with a financial strategy. Mm-hmm. I wanted to do some purchases with other houses.
Yes.
And then I says, okay, don't sit on your equity. Take out the equity and do what you have to do, and then those houses can help you pay this mortgage. Mm-hmm. Because he stepped up from a $2,600 mortgage, I think, straight up to $35, but he took out some considerable sum of money.
So he can utilize it for more.
He can buy like 4 or 5 houses one time.
Okay, that's quite
understandable. So he was quite satisfied with it, but then when he took it out, we had a little bit of problem in and out, but this is one of the clients that did a stated income mortgage. Once his employer can prove that he's working,
yes,
his mortgage was good to go.
Oh, wow.
Very good, humble, polite gentleman that wanted some money. Now he's in the process of doing some buying. Now he has the money in his hand. He's calling the shots to the realtors and the sellers out there.
And this is a good time to be doing some purchasing. Yeah. Alfred, what do you say?
I'm just glad Dave was able to help me. I mean, it was a little bumps on the way to the course of everything, but the end result is that we were able to get the refinance completed. And I'm now looking at properties, and I'm going to also go with David again in order to make the purchase.
Of course, most definitely. That is what you should do. You got the refinancing done through First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Your loan officer being Mr. David Narayan, who's right here in studios, ladies and gentlemen. You can call and speak to him, 718-652-6200. That's the number here in studio. Alfred is our true success story on the air right now, and Alfred is a happy man. He utilized, I should say, the equity that he had in his home. And we've said it a few times, David, if you don't use it, you might lose it. So if you've got the opportunity to take some funds out and hold it to do other things, it's suggested that you do that.
Yeah, because he did. He did capitalize on it in the right time. Because if he was to do it now, procrastinate and do it now, the value of his house has gone down with the houses around the area.
Yes.
And then he was looking to do like a home equity loan. And I says, don't do that, because that's a variable rate. It goes up and comes down. Mm-hmm. And then you have a prepayment going to a 30-year fixed. So you don't have to worry about it anymore on your primary residence.
Yes.
And when you're doing the other investment properties, then you know what you're doing. Thank God he took my advice. I mean, he listened to me and he did what I said. We had some little bit of not seeing eye to eye, but he did finally saw what I see. And now he's a happy man. Now he can sit and say, it's a good thing I did that 2 months ago when I refinanced.
Wonderful.
Isn't that so, Alfred?
Yes, I mean, because I had one vision of it, but once Dave explained to me the other options, and then I saw exactly what he was talking about, it didn't make sense, and I'm glad I did follow his lead.
And that's why, and thank you for doing that, Alfred, which is good. And I tell our listeners each day that you might have one view because that's what you're thinking, but like David Narayan and all the other loan officers at First Republic Mortgage Bankers, they do this every day, what they do for a living. So they know the programs, they know the ins and outs, they know what to suggest to the listeners. And as you say, David, you suggested it to Alfred. He saw the light, saw that it made sense, went the way you suggested, and he came out a good man.
Yeah, he did.
Wonderful. Yeah. Alfred, I am happy to have you on the air with us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. I'm just grateful for every encounter of Bank Republic and David. It was a key to success, and I hope to continue and further kind of develop some wealth.
Wonderful. And when you get those purchases together, I know you'll be calling Mr. David Narayan, and I hope that you will also be referring him and the First Republic Mortgage Bankers to your family, friends, co-workers, all of the above.
Oh, I'm going to bring him there myself.
Oh, wonderful.
That's so good to hear, Alfred.
Thank you very much, Alfred. Thank you for taking time with us this afternoon.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Thanks, Alfred. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another true success story right here on Link Up Radio, brought to you by First Republic Mortgage Bankers, Mr. David Narayan. He is here in studio. You can call him. This is First Republic Mortgage Bankers Bronx home, and you can call them on 718-652-6200. 718-652-6200. Anything more you want to add, David?
Yeah, I just want to remind listeners with what's happening in the market, what they saw happening on Wall Street, and what they heard about mortgage interest rates being cut. It doesn't apply to 30 years fixed mortgage, and I want people to know, take use of this opportunity now. My boss, Scott Siskin, is still maintaining at 5.5% on an FHA if you're qualified for it. Call us so that we can do it. If you don't call us, we won't know if you're qualified. Of course, you're going to call. Maybe you wouldn't be, but there's another programs we can fit you in.
Yes.
And that number is 718-652-6200. And fortunately, I'm here in our Bronx location. I'll be here for the balance of the afternoon. And I'm expecting to hear from listeners because I've done a lot of calls already for the morning.
Yes.
And I'm just waiting to help people and make them happy. That's what I'm here for.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. David Narayan, he's here. 718-652-6200. 718-652-6200. We invite you to call right now. We're going to take your calls off the air. They are private. They are confidential. You'll speak with your loan officer only. And one of these fine days, our listener, you're going to be our next true success story right here on the air. David, I thank you so much. Let's go grab those calls.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thanks a lot.
First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, Delaware, Maryland, Georgia, South Carolina, headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York.